Are you struggling to get engagement inside of community groups? Well, hang on in today because I'm going to show you a strategy in which, hang on, look, there's me. Quiet, Sally. um, because today I'm going to share with you a strategy in where you can find clients inside your own community groups. But as always, let's kick off with the Sparkle song so we can get in the mood and stand up and get grooving as we wait for all our VIPs to join us in the Voz. And then at the end, I'm going to share a few takeaways from our current launch. Let's dig in.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Hello, welcome to Strategy with Sally. We are back to the routine of 9 a.m. Melbourne time. And Sally nearly forgot. Thank you, Ash. I was still in launch mode thinking we were going live at 10 o'clock today, and it's 9 o'clock for Strategy with Sally, but here we are. We're talking about hidden clients. So if you followed along last week, you would have gone through the 5-day Hidden Clients Challenge, which we ran inside the GSD by OmniSAM Facebook group. Now, during this challenge, we were helping you to uncover where do you find those hidden clients. months. And we really dialed in on focusing in on one group, one live, one offer. And then we also went into the power of one. So all of the things that people keep reinventing and recreating rather than just honing in on down to the one thing. Now, I truly, as you can see here, I love live, right? I hated live when I first started going live, but with practice and building my confidence muscle, I have been able to get more confident at going live. And then a couple of years ago, I did the year of eCam, where all I did was play with eCam because every year I like to learn a new piece of software, and now I've got all these fancy graphics around me. But you don't need all of these fancy things to be able to go live. You see, 80% of your viewers will actually be watching the replay. There's a lot of people out there that will be stalking and not talking. Is that you? Are you stalking and not talking? Well, what I find with live is it gives you a way to connect, right? You connect with your audience. You look straight in the camera, not at yourself. This is me looking at myself. Oh, look how beautiful I am. This is me looking into the camera. You look into the camera and you present your topics. Now, you don't always have to show up, but 80 to 90% of the time you should show up. Put a bit of makeup on, brush your hair, which I've done today. I didn't run a straightener through it, but, you know, at least it's brushed. You can't see the mats in the back of the hair. No, just joking. I did brush them out. But going live is a way for people to connect with you. I went live for 365 days and grew a following from 2,000 to over 70,000 for a whole year. But also, going live builds connection. And when you go live, you can stream in multiple places to find those hidden clients that are stalking and not talking. So we use a piece of software to stream in multiple places at the same time. We actually go live in 6 different locations. We go live on Facebook, on my business page, and also the OmniSAM page. We also go live on YouTube, on the OmniSAM YouTube channel and the Sally Sparks Cousins YouTube channel. We also go live over on LinkedIn. And if anyone has Restream, we're over there too, and Twitch. So there's quite a few places we go live at the same time. That's probably more than 6. Maybe I think that I may have done my math wrong. They always say don't do math live. So by going live and really focusing down in on one thing. So always teach a little something from inside your program. Right? And I teach about going live. I teach about showing up. But find a little tiny piece. And if you speak about it for 15 minutes, 45 minutes, depending if you're making a short or a long podcast, because that's what your weekly live should be, is also turned into a podcast episode, is that you choose a little something from inside your program to teach. There is no way in a 30-minute or 40 or an hour, even 2 hours or 5 full days of challenge that we ran, which was an hour a day of teaching and then a bit of Ask Me Anything, that you can teach everything inside your program. You just can't. If I was to stand on stage in front of 100 people and I literally laid out the step-by-step plan on how to get you to 6 and 7 figures, you'd be lucky if one person actually took action and did the things that you told them to do. Because it's one thing to learn. The second thing is actually showing up and doing the work, right? So never be scared to overshare. I see people like, oh, I don't want us to share too much because, oh, people won't buy. Yes, they will. The reason why they'll buy is for accountability, community, and having more of an enhanced opportunity with you, your team, and the support that they'll get. Watching a YouTube video isn't going to get them that. And also, when you share your little pieces on the lives, you're not sharing it in the correct order. They also cut a check for speed, not to learn everything that you know, but for you to put it through your education, your filter, and only teach them what they need to know, not everything that you know, because they want results faster. If they could have done it, they would have done it alone. And those people that aren't ready for you, they've probably just not struggled enough yet. Maybe they're still in the honeymoon phase and thinking that everything's going to be amazing until they hit more and more roadblocks. And the more and more roadblocks that they hit, eventually they're going to come up for air and go, I need help. And this is where consistency comes into it so that you can find those hidden clients. So let me share a little thing with you that is called, let me just get my iPad working. It's called the looking window. So this is really drawing down to guide you to realize that consistency with going live is really important. So as you know, we go live here Tuesdays, 9 a.m., not 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is challenge week. 9 a.m. is strategy with Sally. But every week we go live at the same time. I have been doing this for years and years and years. I can't remember when it started, but it would, where are we now? We're 27 years maybe? I don't know. I have to go back. But a long time. The times change slightly, right? I used to do it at 8 o'clock. Now, that was a struggle. That's when I moved it to 9. I know I moved it to 9 for a reason, so I didn't have to start at 8 because it's my business. Maybe I should move it to 10 because I feel better at 10 because challenge week is just that little bit easier. But what happens when you go live consistently is somebody may not yet be ready for you, but you never know when they are. You see, I've had people for 5 years stalking before they raise their hands and go, I need help. So let's dive into the looking window. If I can find my little camera, here it is, video pencil. And let's hope that the video pencil is working. Are you working today? Oh, yes, you are. Excellent. All right. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, go and hunt me down over on YouTube and you'll be able to see this image that I'm drawing. But what I'm going to show you is everybody in life goes through all these ups and downs, correct? We all go through cycles of ups and downs. So I'm just drawing a squiggly line of ups and downs. And at the very top, when we're right at the top up here, we're doing all right, aren't we? When we're right at the top here, we don't need help. We're not looking for help. We're sailing along. We seem to be getting shit done. And we're on a bit of a high in life. Everything seems to be running smoothly. But then right down the bottom, when we're right down here, now we're not actually looking for help. We probably just want a doona day. Just don't let a doona day turn into a doona week and a doona month and a doona year, because then it's no longer serving you. A couple of doona days and just taking time out when you're feeling low. Now, this is not to talk about, I'm not talking about depression or where you really need to go and get some help mentally, but this is in regards to running your business. You're on a low. I get them. I love a good doona day. Now, if we only show up live occasionally, so we go live here, we go live here, and these are like 3-month cycles, right? If we only go live sometimes, then those people that are stalking and not talking are never going to see you. But you see, when we are right up here at a high, eventually something's going to go wrong, right? Something will go wrong, you'll get frustrated and doubt will sneak in and you start to fall down, right? And then when you're right at the bottom, the other way is you've had your doona day, maybe a weekend, 2 at the most. Come on, people, 2 at the most. And then you're looking on how can you get better? How can you feel better? And so again, you're trying to reach up. So the time in which you need to show up is during the looking window. When somebody is falling down and lands around here. So they're either coming down off a high or they've been stuck in a low and they're trying to get help to get up. Now this here, this is the looking window. This is when they're looking for help. So it's your job to turn up consistently. It's your job to make sure that you turn up at least once a week on a live stream. Now, I know there's all this AI out there, right? But I don't know. For me personally, I prefer the human. I want to know I'm seeing the human. If you're going AI and you're having fun with AI, all well and good. Tell me that it is AI. My evergreen content, that's going out there all the time. Even when I took a really long, I've taken a few months off and my content was still going out there, all my evergreen, which we teach through the Canva Made Easy challenge on how to create ongoing, reoccurring posts every single day for years. Right? That's part of the Canva Made Easy challenge. But you, the human, still need to show up, and making sure that you're showing up multiple times so that when somebody is in the looking window, you are there, not your competitor. This is how you will find those hidden clients, through consistency, through all of the stalkers who are not talking. And then, of course, you need to focus in on one thing. What are you going to teach on your lives? Well, one thing out of your program. Then, of course, you want to share stories. And we'll do a lesson on storytelling. But you want to also share the stories, because stories are what people remember more than the facts, more than the numbers. I always remember the numbers though, because I do like the sexy numbers, right? But consistency is key so that you do not get forgotten. You show up when others don't. You are always there through all the seasons of everybody's life. We have people that come in who want to join our program and, you know, it's not the right time for them or it's not the right fit for us yet, just not the right time. So when you keep showing up, I always say to people, if we've decided it's not a good fit or they've decided it's not a good fit yet, I always say, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. I went a little quiet for a while and had to go on a little bit of a self-discovery to find my passion again, but I'm back and I know now this is it. This is me until I die. Right? I'm going to be learning until the day I'm dying and helping people, and I'll still be learning when I'm dying on how to do that okay. I just want to help people. And if you're following me, you want to help people. We're on a mission to transform lives around the world, to help people get their stories out there, to help people to train their dogs, or actually train the people so that they know how to look after their dogs, or whether it's mindfulness or you're a emotional eating coach. Whatever it is that you do, if you're following me, it's because you want to help people. You want to transform lives. You want to teach people stuff. Right? And in me, it took me a long time to realize it, but that's what I truly want to do. I love speaking. Yes, my husband says I can speak underwater. He actually loves it when about twice a year I lose my voice because he can get a word in. I even have my own little ding ding. Oh, here it is, my little bell. When I'm sick, it actually says, give me a kiss on it, right? But when I can't speak, I have my own little bell to ring my husband. It's the only time they get words in sideways. Hey, that's the ADHD in me. What are you going to say? I've been dealing with it for years. I tell you, ever since I was a kid, I would be telling myself off. I so hard on myself for cutting people off. And I try so hard not to. And I am much better at it, especially after going through and becoming a life coach, because you're supposed to not talk and just ask really good questions. Hey, that's just like sales calls, right? You ask really good questions. And for a long time, I used to tell myself off. I still probably do with the family, I have to say, when I talk too much. So I want to ask you a question. Have you chosen a daily live time every single week? That is my GSD challenge for you today. I want you to choose the same time, the same day, every week to go live. Now, the thing that you teach, you already know, honestly, a couple of dot points, and then off you go to the races. You can talk for 15 minutes. I've been going for 21 minutes, and I can tell you, you know what I've turned up with today? Nothing. Nothing, except for the title that we chose yesterday. And in my mind, I'm just thinking of what are 3 things I can speak about. I didn't even know I was going to teach the looking window today until I got to it, right? It's all out of order from inside the program, but it is pieces from my program. It's things I teach on repeat. One repeatable growth strategy. And we've just come out the back end of the launch. We've still got one more day, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, or 12. So 12, 13, 14 and a half hours, and we shut the door for this new cohort coming through the OmniSpark Academy. So are you going to be one of those joining us in the OmniSpark Academy? Is this your time? Because we're here to help you with your business owner's journey while also improving your customer's journey along the way. And if you want to know more about OmniSpark, just reach out to us. I'll totally give you a look at the framework. Just book a call. We can have a chat about also finding any gaps in your business. So even if it is just a little thing in the back of your brain going, maybe this is the right program for me, then just book a call, because I promise you'll still walk away with an action plan, regardless of whether it's the right time for you or for us. I always ensure that I send you away with an action plan. To learn more about the program, you can head to omnisparkacademy.com and have a little read, look at the framework, see what it's all about. We've helped thousands of clients over the years, and I have to talk to Mar about doing a Where Are They Now session or a few batching podcast days to hear those people that came in with just an idea. A lot of our clients come in with just an idea. They've got years of knowledge, years of experience, but they're just not sure how to put it into a framework that can be evergreened over time. And that is one of my zones of genius. One zone of genius is being able to pull all the crazy knowledge and everything out of your brain and put it together in a really solid program and framework. And then I make a pretty picture so it's easier for you to explain, because a picture paints 1,000 words. All right, so that is my challenge for you this week. Is I want you to choose a day and a time to go live every single week. Now, if you're inside the GSD by OmniSAM Facebook group, I want you to go live in there today, or whenever you hear or watch this video, go search for, if you're not in the group, GSD by OmniSAM. That stands for Get Shit Done. GSD by OmniSAM. And I want you to go live and tell us that you're committing to whatever date and time it is. If you are part of our community, what we're going to do is we're going to add your date and time to a calendar. And then all the other community members will be able to see your weekly live and share with us one link where you know you will always stream regardless. So for me, if I don't have all this set up and I have to go live and it's my weekly live and I'm not able to set everything up properly, YouTube will be the place you will see every single live. One thing Facebook has started to do is after 30 days, a live gets removed. On YouTube, it doesn't, which is a little disappointing because I believe that my 365 days of live, and it was definitely more than 365 days of videos, we probably didn't save every single one of them because we didn't realize that in 10 years' time, Facebook would change their mind. Probably not 10 years, 7 years' time, Facebook would stop. So once you commit to that, then we can start promoting it. If you notice, we promote our live, well, it's supposed to be promoted the Thursday before my live on Tuesday. However, last week we were in launch week, right? It's the most fun part of my business when we do live training with people in a little mini challenge. We get to hang out with people. So therefore, all the things that we do for that live this week, we didn't actually do until yesterday because our focus was promoting the launch. But in between launches, you'll find every Thursday by close of business, all of our live streams will be ready. All of our promotions are starting to go out for whatever the topic is for the coming week. So Sally has to get prepared, not just wing it usually. But, most of the time, you know what I do over here? I've got these little books. I'm going to find that one day that I wrote in that when I saw Valerie Burton and I cried so hard, I was like, there's a book. So these are my KKK books. I've got heaps and heaps of them. Like I read back here, this is 2017, July 18, September 17, February 20, right? February 19, 20, 18. So these go back a while. Sometimes I just flick through them and I open up the page and I read. Oh, would you like to learn about be, do, have? Right? 3 ways of thinking. So the be, do, have method. So a victim will think, I have to have something, like I have to have all the money in order to do the business, in order to be successful. So they never get started because they've always think they've got to have something first. That's the victim mentality. The worker is the get shit done. I've got to do. I've got to do everything in order to have what I need, in order to be successful. But the winner, they show up and they want to be successful. They believe that they are successful. Then they will do what they need to do in order to be successful so they can have what success will bring them. Think about an athlete. An athlete who is training to go to the Olympics, they're not training to come last. They don't believe in their soul that they're going to get through to the Olympics and they're going to come last. They believe and they be the gold medalist. And what does the gold medalist need to do? They need to get up early and train before work. They need to train weekends, nights, do all the things in order to have the gold medal. So they show up as the winner. So are you the victim thinking that you need to have everything being perfect in order to do the business, in order to be successful? Or are you the just constantly working without a strategy and you just do everything and then I'll eventually have the thing and then I'll be successful? Or are you going to show up like the winner? Believe you can. Because I can tell you through all the ups and downs, you need to know that you have to show up as the person that you aspire to be. Believe that you are now. because that will help you then to make decisions on what you have to do in order to have the outcome that you desire. There we go. That's one little dot point page for you. And that is the 3 ways of thinking. There you go. See? Little dot points, one little book written back in February 2020. Right? So these, look, I should have shares in KKK. They bring out a new style every quarter. They bring out new quarterly styles. And you know why I love these the most? Because I did a bit of book publishing back in the day. One, they stitch the seam. So it's not just 2 staples. So you can fold it and twist it and it never falls apart. It's small enough to fit in a handbag, right? You can fold it backwards. You know it's not going to break, and write on it quite solidly. So there's a lot of reasons why I like my little A5 Kiki K books. And they also come with little quotes every so often, like, love your life. The time is now, right? So it's all inspirational stuff too. Or polka dots. So if that has sparked your interest, tell KKK that I sent you. They don't pay me, but, you know, they should. I've got hundreds of them. I try to buy at least a couple of times a year, and I wait until they're going on quit and buy just before they're going out for the season so I can save a couple of dollars. Always looking to save a quid. So there you go. It's not hard to find things to talk about. And whenever you learn things, keep yourself a little KKK book in your handbag, because you never know when a story might fall out, or you hear somebody speak, or you read something and you're like, oh, note that. And then you've always got something to talk about on your lives. But always be practicing stuff inside your course. Occasionally I'll pull out the books when I want something a little different, like a mindset thing we just spoke about then. But always practice things inside your program, especially say you've already got a program and you're like, oh, they keep asking the same question. Guess what you do on your next live? Make a live on it, cut it up and stick it in your course. All right. So I want to congratulate and welcome all of those people who have decided to walk alongside us and build a similar business alongside us, using the power of lives to be able to attract high-ticket clients to your programs, to an evergreen program is the area we want you to get to. So if you're thinking about finding out more, scan the QR code or go to omnisparkacademy.com. We'll love to chat with you about your business and even just find a few holes to plug. If I can save you time, baby, just by automation and finding a few holes, I'm already winning for you. All right, guys. As always, never let anyone dull your sparkle. And I usually say always get one income producing activity done each and every day, but I'm really leaning into everyday be marketing. All right. And if you're inside our community, we got some pretty cool things coming for Christmas around that. So keep your ears to the ground for those sparklers out there. All right, my beautiful humans. Hey, Sarah, aka Granny Mac. She's in the house. Sarah is watching. Sarah has committed to 7 p.m. on Sundays. Well done. All right, I see there's a lot more eyeballs out there than are talking, which means stalking. Yeah, not talking. I can see your little eyeballs up there. Yes. Do you know on eCam it tells me how many eyeballs are watching me? And there's more than 2. All right, everyone. Have a fabulous week as always, and I will see you on the next live. And I've realized I haven't set up an outro. Oh, actually, I have the prize draw for those people who did the home play. I better go do that one. All right, let's go. So those people who were part of the challenge, I've got to get a few windows out of the way so I can spin the wheel. All right, so these are the people who did the start here section. Let's spin the wheel. Yes, there we go, Raylene. Woo! And then we have our sparkle fans. And our winner is, the beautiful Allison Eads. And then we have our live participants. Let's give it a spin for all the people who are embracing live. And our winner is Emma Fisher. Congratulations. And then finally, our live in 5 participants. And our winner is Sarah McCall. Awesome. So everybody who has won, please message your success coach. We will be batching out the prizes later today. They'll be hitting your inbox. I can't wait to speak to all of those people who have joined us. We've already had our orientation, or a basic orientation and kickoff for our alumni, or sorry, not our alumni, our new students inside of OmniSpark Academy. And have a great week, everyone. Never let anyone dull your sparkle, and every day be marketing. Bye for now.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.